Yo, episode 42, it's Assassin time. Assassin's Creed, Revolution, Rebellion. It's Revelations, I think.
It's Revelations, yes.
Um,
Fourth game.
it's hard to tell you it's story-wise what's going on in this game, because I don't want to ruin it, because this is like game 4 or something. And if you've played them all and you haven't finished Assassin's Creed Revelations, or not Revelations, I mean if you haven't finished Assassin's Creed Trice, then I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
But
A lot of big stuff happens in the last game.
in this one, you get to play as Ezio Auditore and Altair, and
Desmond.
well, yeah, but
A little bit.
that's
No,
kind of who
that's-
you really are.
Yeah, that's who
But the Animus,
your
anyway.
character, yeah.
The core gameplay is the same here. You're running on rooftops and walking through crowds and hiding yourself and doing assassination missions and all that type of stuff. However, the game starts you out with all the stuff that you got from Leonardo da Vinci, like the parachute, the wrist gun, the dagger.
All your little gadgets.
Yeah, that's
you know.
yeah. In the most part, those are there. You do have to upgrade your armor and whatnot, but the additions to this game are pretty cool. I mean, I think what they did here in this one is they streamlined things that I found annoying, like just climbing up walls. They've sped that up with the hook blade. Hook blade is basically a wrist blade, but has a hook at the end of it, and you can just scale buildings faster. You can zip line from building to building if there's a rope. You can actually, use it to hook on guys and jump over them. That comes in handy if you're being chased by one group of guards, because there's two factions of guards in the game, and you can get them to fight each other. And for instance, I was being chased, and I rolled over a faction of guards that wasn't aware of me and threw him backwards, and then jumped on a freaking building, got up there, turned around, and there's a huge fight had broken out in the streets, and I'm going, see you guys later. All because I pickpocketed somebody, which leads me to this. I'm not sure why, but the freaking AI audiences, like the actual like pedestrians and stuff, they're like, there must be a city crime watch or neighborhood watch or something, because it's not easy to pickpocket anymore. Like, I pickpocket somebody unless I sprint away from them or, jump into a bale of hay or something. I've had more times I've been caught than not. So
Yeah, you used to be able to
warning.
pickpocket 3 or 4 people in a row, and then, go by, and they'd all just turn around and start looking around. You could just keep going.
Yeah, the hook blade takes a while to, like, master, I would say, but once you get it, it flows. I mean, the game still has moments because, they put so many uses on A, so many uses on the controls, on the joysticks and all that. It's like, I still find myself, I'm climbing. Why did my guy just jump completely the opposite direction off the building?
Yeah.
That stuff still happens, which is kind of frustrating. But combat, too, I mean, I might just be nitpicking. I mean, because I love the combat, but at least, I guess they're showing Ezio's age in this because he's older in this one, but he's like, a lot of his moves are like, oh my god, like, for example, I'm mainly complaining about one. He stabs a guy in the neck and holds him up in the air, and then he drops him. It's just long. It's like 5-second animation, and it's like, if it was me, I'd just stab Ezio Auditore in the back while he's doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, why don't the other guys fight while he's, killing the one dude, but...
Yeah, but anyway, I mean...
Maybe they're so shocked of what he's doing that they are freaked out.
They should stop being a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
Anyway, the combat's pretty sweet. One of the bigger changes, though, in your combat is your ability to set up traps with the different bombs you can create. And this is, like, like, what you build your bomb out of. What's in it. Is it English gunpowder, Chinese gunpowder, sulfur, there's poison. Like, it's crazy. And I think combat in this is so much more along the lines of, I have to go do this mission, I gotta set this stuff up, boom, they're totally screwed because they walked into all my traps and whatnot or whatever. There's still factions like warriors to hire and thieves to hire and all that stuff, so that's pretty sweet.
Those gunpowder is really sweet because there's so many different types. And
Yeah, there's a lot of combinations. It's fun to experiment.
Do different stuff and all that.
Another big thing that they have in the game, there's basically the guards will like try to storm the assassins. The city you're in has a huge assassin presence. They're trying to get rid of the assassins, so they're trying to like storm assassin headquarters and stuff. And it's kind of like a horde mode. You can build barricades. You can upgrade your guys. They can have like muskets or crossbows, and you basically take over the roofs. And when the guys pour in, they try to like, break all the way through to your base. But you can stop them by, shooting cannons down at them or
your points you have to build up your defenses.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And what's cool is even your guy Ezio or whatever, they can like use their little wrist thing, and you can shoot individual guys, and it's fun. It's a little bit different change, kind of like how the last game had it, where you had individual assassins you sent them on missions. This is more of this game's version of that, where you're fighting along with the assassins. And then multiplayer is better. I still think it needs work, but apparently there's one more game coming. We hear
So I believe
it needs to end. Like
they're good, but
in the original,
repetitive. There's a lot of things in the game that are repetitive. So having 4 or 5 of the same game, pretty much, it gets to the point where like, okay, it's fun value is wearing off.
Yeah, in the original Assassin's Creed, I remember one of the major complaints by critics was it was repetitive, and everybody's like, "Oh, shut up, blah blah." No, they were right. You're doing a lot of the same stuff, and they've never got away from that. And I'm in game 4 now. And it was hard for me to like put a lot of time into this for a review, because I was like, I've done all this before. I've climbed the towers, I've synchronized, whatever. That said, if this is the game, if you like Assassin's Creed, the score is going to be up there. It's going to be like a 9 and 10, because the Assassin's Creed games keep getting more streamlined and better, and navigation's better, and all that's better. However, if you've never played an Assassin's Creed game, this one's probably going to be your best one. I mean, I'm still going to give this one a solid 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I just really need a conclusion. Ubisoft, give me a conclusion. That'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. That said, watch the behind the scenes. We got movie reviews. We got 3 games. We're reviewing 3 games next week. Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Why? Because you can get all 3 of them for $50. So we're going to talk about the HD collection and everything it comes with. And we'll also probably be talking about the new downloadable content for Gears of War.
Yeah. So behind the scenes, I think we'll mention the new Xbox Live.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that too.
That stuff, and we got a few things to show you.
Below, Behind the Scenes by DJ Tall Geese. See, he put all these in thousands of years ago, and now they're all coming up. So put yours in. Comments below. So there you are. That's all we got. Play Assassin's Creed, and keep watching the show, and subscribe. The end. Watch underneath. Peace.
A Templar scout. And another there. Watch this.